save some money and extend the life on your vehicle while protecting your passengers at the same time? Well, today I am going to show you a few helpful maintenance tips that will do this. So firstly, if you would all move in so I can take you to the hood, this is where we will start. So, now that we are under the hood, there are three main things that we need to always watch and check regularly. So first of all, you have your oil, and the purpose of oil in a motor is to protect it from friction. Friction is the number one enemy for any internal combustion engine. So I change my oil every 3,000 miles, and this is the cheapest form of auto insurance you will ever have. There is nothing worse than running oil too long and having engine damage, because it is unexcusable. There's no reason to not have clean oil in your car. So when you go to check your oil, there is a dipstick here. This will be specific for every vehicle. It will be located in a different spot. But you have a dipstick. And now when you check your oil, you need a rag. You pull your dipstick out, you wipe your dipstick, reinsert your dipstick, and when you repull, you will have the exact oil depth in the oil pan. You want your oil in the crosshairs, and that's how you know your motor is sufficiently lubricated. Next, you have an air filter. Air filters are important because they filter the dust and debris from the roadway that could potentially be getting into your motor, and again, friction is your enemy, so you don't want that. My air filter is located underneath this red cover. I won't be taking it off because it's kind of a pain in the butt, but that's the second main key feature that you need to always make sure you have clean or renew if it is a disposable. Thirdly, on an automatic vehicle, you will have transmission fluid, and it's always important to check the transmission fluid for any signs of burning or clutch debris. Automatic transmissions generally wear down, and if you keep fresh oil in them, it can extend the life of your transmission. So now that we are finished under the hood, let's move to under the car and to the suspension, so you can all stay right where you are. Now, with modern vehicles, usually vehicles of this size, you have a pretty similar suspension, which is McPherson strut suspension. And the easiest way to check this is simply by grabbing hold of your wheel and moving. And if you have any movement side to side or horizontal, that is a sign of either wheel bearing or bushing problems, and really easily diagnosed. All you have to do is jack the car up, pull the wheel off, and wherever the suspension member is that is loose or has a failing bushing, you just simply unbolt that piece, replace the bushing, and bolt it back on. And if you get on YouTube and use your resources, anybody can do it. It's really easy. So that's that. The second thing with the suspension and under the car would be brakes, and brakes obviously are incredibly important, because they keep you alive if you have to stop in a hurry. Brakes are cheap and affordable, so if you ever have a car that squeaks when you step on the brakes, that means that the brakes are past their wear point. The squeakers are an indication that your brakes are timed to be replaced, ready to be replaced, and there's no reason to not do it. It costs $25 for pads, and it protects you. So that's that. Tires. This is an especially important part of the vehicle, considering it's what the vehicle rides on. Every day you see a lot of cars on the road that have needed tires for 5 years and they're still driving on these tires. The easiest way to check your tires is in the molding of the tire. If you get close, which I don't expect you to, but in between the straight line molding, there are wear bars. And when the tread has worn down to the wear bar, that is an indication that the tire is no longer safe. They put those in specifically so that you know that you are still safe, because if you are driving in rain and you are past the wear bar, the car will have a tendency to slide off the road because of hydroplaning. So that protects you from that. Same thing with snow. So finishing with below the car, I'm going to talk about interior and how to protect and the proper cleaning methods for interior. So, firstly, I'm going to talk about the proper cleaning solvents you use. For your windshields, another important aspect of your vehicle, you want to use a non-lacquer solvent, which helps with hazing and protects you from fogging of the windshield. And for your plastics, you want to use something that is actually a plastic solvent. It helps to rehydrate the plastic and protect it and make it stronger. You can also use this on your tires and it'll protect them and make them last longer. That's really important. And as far as cleaning goes, it's important to have a brush like this. It can protect you from dust and inhaling any unnecessary debris from the cab air filter system. If you clean out your air vents on the dashboard regularly with this, it will clean the quality of air in your vehicle. And as far as vacuuming goes, there's a way to do that, but I didn't bring a vacuum. So with all this being said, I think this concludes the presentation. Other than always remember to keep food in your car in the wintertime, because if you slide off the ditch and you're hungry, keep a blanket in the car, protect yourself, be smart on the roadway. Yeah, if you always keep in mind what I told you about under the hood, under the car, and inside the car, you shouldn't have any problems. Thank you.